Yo, what's going on? Let's get right into it. Because it's a big frickin' deal. Here, let's move this over just a little bit. Maybe right there. Let me double check. A little bit more. That'll have to do. Crazy community crunch. Server transfers are announced on the 24th. That's pretty soon. Yo, Minjo coming in with that resub. What a badass, what a bro. Good evening, welcome everyone to the Omni News Network. It's on. Community crunch. We got some big news. First off, 1.5 weekend rates. So no longer is it 1x on 1x. But again, this weekend, we have 1.5 bonus rates for all servers. Very nice. Little hard for me to see here. To read. I might have to make this box bigger. Because I need to zoom in myself. It's not going to work. Alright, we'll work on that. Just go here. Because I can just full screen it. And then you guys can freaking read it. Yeah? There you go. Community Crunch, 392. Look at this beast. This must be modded. Right? But very cool. Kind of interesting. I'm not an unofficial dude, but I'd like the concept of unofficial being able to make their own beasts. You know, maybe some of them will eventually make it over to 1x. But it is very cool because you're genetically modifying, adding this, adding that. You know, you can make whatever and make up whatever that does the thing you're trying to make it do. It's very cool. Welcome to another edition of Community Crunch. Hey survivors, we're here with a quick update on some of the top priorities keeping us busy in the trenches through 2024. As always, a smooth and enjoyable ARC experience is our main goal, and we're laser focused on tackling these three key areas. This is our first Community Crunch in a couple of weeks. They've been silent. Working on things. They have been doing patches. Again, we can look again today. There have been some W patches, in my opinion, as of late. PC patch notes. Fix an exploit. That's it. They're not going to tell us who was cheating, what they were doing, but another one fixed. And they go into detail about, you know, it's people reporting these exploits is what's getting them fixed. Because they're busy trying to make the game. So they do need people that see or overhear, you know, how people are duping or doing things. And to be the bigger person and report it so it doesn't get abused. So it's up to you. Because, you know, they're not finding them all. But the last one previous to this, these were bigger. Fixed turrets from firing. Fixed issues where dinos would fly. Fixed issues where wireless crafting showed the difference. So this is just a recent one. We already went over it. But still, this was the dupe that the big arm tier was crying about. So they're working on things. Server performance. We hear you loud and clear on server performance. We're relentlessly optimizing the server infrastructure to ensure silky, smooth gameplay. Expect continued improvements throughout January, and know that we're constantly monitoring and tweaking to make official network stable. the official network. So their focus is the official network. You know, the PvE players do benefit from it, though we all know that PvP is their favorite child. I've noticed the servers running better. You know, from playing from the beginning. You know, getting cancer, or server crashing every 15 minutes. You know, or only getting 15 minutes of gameplay. You know, to when they fixed the crashing, but the servers ran like utter shit. You know, they fixed the things so we see the real ping. They're no longer lying to us about the ping. But it's not, it's far from silky smooth. This is true. But it's playable. The times are off. Still by a fair margin. I think they're getting worse on our server. As far as, you know, when you put down an egg, the number it says, and how long it actually is. I know that's based on server. And it's unfortunate. So that's a direct way for us to compare how good are the servers, right? If I put down, you know, a 16-hour Quetzal egg, is it 16 hours or is it 24 hours? You know, it's very important. Or giga eggs, right? 2 days, is it really 3.5? You know, or 3 days? But you only have a few weeks. If you throw down gigas now, cars now, will they be ready? This is your last batch. Now, we do have 1.5x right now. Maybe we get another 1.5x. But you only have a little bit of time left. Exploits and hacks. No one enjoys being disrupted by unfair play. We're actively battling exploits and hacks with a vengeance. Deploying new detection and prevention measures at a frequent and regular cadence. We'll keep you posted on our progress. Remember, report any violations to the Code of Conduct. Nice, they put a link. Your reports are invaluable, and probably the majority of the way they attempt to keep Ark fair and enjoyable. Hod coming in, what a badass, what a bro. Welcome, welcome. Now to raid without stream snipers, yeah. You can't let them know what you're doing. I was lurking for a little bit. Hod's raiding on 6-mans. You said you used frogs a little bit, and that you're gonna. I wanted to see some rocket runs. Maybe I think you were talking about bringing out some chickens, but it was time for me to get started myself, so I didn't get to see. But hopefully you get some good content. We'll be able to see the rest of the raid on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. Appreciate you. We're just going over the big freaking news. You can PT the caves? You can fly in there? What the hell? Well, PTs are insane. That's why they're going so hard on PTs. PTs are the play. I didn't know you could PT in there. That's wild. Walking in and then you're able to fly? Yeah, PT's insane. Cool, cool. Welcome everyone. You missed it, chicken. You were too busy watching Hod. You missed. But here, we'll do it just because Hod raided us. And welcome to the Omni News Network. It's on. We got some serious news. The most serious news. Server transfers on the 24th. It's 1.5x. And Hod just raided us. going over. I can't get this. If I do this, can't fit it in this little box. If I do, it's too small. I made the box too small. Can you guys even read that? There, can you read that? It's way too fucking small, right? Oh, maybe it's readable. I can't read it. There we go. What were we talking about? Exploits and hacks. Open a different window. I'm supposed to wear glasses. Where's my glasses? I don't wear them on stream, but they would help. I'll just try to read them, but then I'm gonna like lean in. You make it full screen, so like this, you know, this is the scene though, you know, but we can't use it for too long because I got old man eyeballs, and I want you guys to be able to see it. So we're going back over here. There we go. That's better. No one enjoys being oh yeah, we went over it. Report. Network movement. Improving network movement for both characters and dinos is top priority. Expect continued improvement throughout the month of January. So they're trying to make it more playable. They're trying to work on that, which is very, very important for server transfers. Do you want server transfers, but you lose your character and all your loot? You know, and you go to a server and it crashes because too many people download at once with too much stuff because of their new logging. It's gonna be a shit show. You know? I would be utterly shocked. Like almost as shocked as aliens come down from the sky and speak fucking Spanish, you know, that this runs smoothly. But we have it on the 24th. We'll be ready. SOTF dev kit. No one cares. No one. The dudes making it barely care. No, I do think they do. I think they want it to be good. But fucking, you know, I'd like a lot of things. Doesn't mean they're true. Dev kit. So you guys know, I did comment in the in like the Discord for content creators, because people put shit in there all the time. I'm not gonna call out, you know, names, but people make comments, and so, you know, I commented that no one likes SOTF. The only people that did was when it was original. Like it's a battle royale, okay? But it's got to be a battle royale, in my opinion, character based. Can SOTF be good? Absolutely. Absolutely. Will this version of SOTF be good? No. No. Not at all. It needs to be a fucking proper battle royale. The original was best. Everyone says that. Why? Because it was more character based and less dino based. Right? You had players that won on foot. It's impossible to win on foot. This should be thrown away, mainly put to the skeleton, and you should make one about players. Yes, this is a dinosaur game. Doesn't mean the SOTF has to be. Okay? It needs to be player focused. And I want grapples, tech suits, flamies. You know what I mean? I want the dudes that go to your server and ask for tech suit PvP. They need to want to play the game. Okay? It's those fuckers that are like, they barely will farm. You know what I mean? They go and stego soak and fucking, and like they're looking for PvP. Not big style raid PvP, though I think there should be a unofficial of that gives you that raid experience. Two sides queue up and you raid each other. You get maybe 20 minutes to build and you raid each other. Okay? But then SOTF should be a proper battle royale. Player based. Let me loot the dude's armor. Let me be able to repair. Let me get some. I want some super high roll where I got 3 tech suits on me at the end. I got fucking grav grenades, grapples, bolas, all of it. And sure, a couple of dinosaurs for different things. But I want a player to be able to win. And I want a dino, someone focus more on dinosaurs to win. I want both of them to be viable. You know what I mean? We have all these things in the game. Who's the dumbass that decided to limit what we can do? You know what I mean? The people that play official, we like suits. Let the suitors... I want to see a melee dude in suits tech punching people. That's a way to win. Not a lot of people are going to do it because people like Fabbies. But the dude with Fabby is going to run from the melee dude. You know what I mean? All of that exists. Why not an SOTF? Why don't you give me this fucking bullshit? Alright? Dev kit update. By the end of this month, we're unleashing a colossal sized dev kit update that'll put the power in the creation of your hands. Imagine it. We just did. Someone make it. Crafting not just Arc mods, but entire custom Unreal Engine games to be made available inside ASA. Mario-esque Rampage through Crystal Isle, go for it. Maybe we find a dev dude. I don't know how much it'll cost, but I'll put like $1,000 on it to make one of these. I don't know what it costs. Maybe we can crowdfund it to just make the thing we're talking about. Host and browse your own multiplayer game sessions from within the mod, and even create a mod that progresses seamless travel from one level to the next. Sandbox is officially yours to play in. Get ready to unleash your inner game dev. Push the limits. Yo, but I'm gonna make you guys pay in some regard. If I do it, there's gonna be a revenue stream. I don't know how. We'll make it non-fucking shitty. But I'll invest to, as long as there's a return. Mark your calendars. The Center and Gigaraptor make their grand debut. The Center is a sprawling, diverse map that will redefine your Ark experience. Lush jungle team with hidden secrets, treacherous ice peaks pierce the sky, and the crystalline caverns beckon with untold treasures. Scorched Earth Adventure Pack, you get to be a cowboy, a cowgirl. And this is, you gotta love fucking Ark for this. Come on. This is like 3D chess right here. This is the biggest 3D chess I've ever seen. Scorched Earth will arrive on April 1st. Psych. April Fools. It will be delayed. Right? Come on, you gotta give... What a sense of humor they have. Bringing along a taste of sun-baked survival, unlike you've ever known. Brace yourselves for an unforgiving desert where every oasis is a hard-won prize. Every sandstorm, a test of your grit. Done on your rugged frontier leather chaps, customized with your Western themed structures. Very curious how they're going to include this. Scorched Earth is free. Expect this to be a paid mod. And I'm okay with it. Because they kept to their word, which Scorched is free. But the skins and the extra stuff and the train, you gotta pay $9.99. Everyone's gonna buy it. But you get the dino, you get the map and everything for free. But hold on, partners. We got the Frontier Pack. Love Evolved, an excellent adventure. One of the most W events I've ever seen on ASA and ASC combined. Everyone wanted to do it. Both PvE and PvP continued. Some people miss it. We benefited from it immensely, having the big rollback. People that started from the beginning, new people, everyone benefited from it, having the opportunity to get hard stats. Did anyone get anything good from the weapon armor thing? We never did. But they even did a patch to make it better, but it never was. ASA in Japan will be going live on PlayStation in Japan later in January. Interesting. That may not seem huge to us, but I think it's like almost mandatory to have a PlayStation in your house in Japan, you know? So like there are a lot of potential players. There's not like we get a lot of China bros, you don't see a lot of Japan bros. I know WLDD has a group. You know, yeah, plus 40 Japs we're going to be gaining. That's what I mean. We might see more Japanese on the game, which is cool. I see a bunch of Thai bros. I see a bunch of everyone around the world. But I see very few Japanese on Ark compared to other, just through my anecdotal experience. So very interesting. Yo, Fu coming in with that Prime. What a badass for bro. Appreciate you. But very cool. We haven't had it. I'm hearing like a slight echo. What the fuck it is? Maybe I'm too close. Good info. We're no longer in the dark. My title today was going to be The Long Dark Day 4. Because we didn't know. We were unsure how long 1x would be. Well, it's over. It was only a couple of days. Because it's 1.5x. And now we know. 12 days. 12 days. Till you're getting raided. Rip. Apache.